I'm Helen Liang. I'm a managing partner of FoundersX Ventures. We are an early-stage venture fund in Silicon Valley with a strong focus on AI investment. It's a good question. I think with the rapid development of AI technology and adoption across various industries, it's about time, I think, we discuss about AI governance. Because this technology is disruptive in many ways, and it will impact society and in people's lives. So in that regard, it's priority. We want to talk about AI governance as early as possible, rather than the people worry about it later. In the ideal case, we can use IEEE's work as a reference, what they have been working on, which I think are very valuable. So IEEE has been proposing guidelines, like design rules for AI startups to follow, and to, for example, to embed human values in robotics. So robots won't be going crazy and thinking about killing people. So that's an example of what are the guidelines will be valuable for technology development. Then there are also factors about talking about risk mitigation. When we talk about general AI or what we call ASI, that's super AI. So that people generally have some fear, when we talk about machine developed superior intelligence over human. So the earlier we talk about what kind of risk we have to mitigate, again, it takes the fear out of the discussion at people's minds. So it will actually help the acceleration of AI adoption. AI governance today, there's a lot of challenges, right? It's how we deal with. There was actually U.S. drafted, the Congress drafted what we call the Future Act of AI. In that, it covered a few significant challenges we're facing today with AI governance. One is, how do you deal with the bias in the data? So when the data are severely biased, of course, your model we develop based on, and also the prediction we based upon, could have big bias in it as well. So that's one of the challenges. How do we minimize the bias in the data, which a lot of the machine learning model development is based on them. So that's one thing. The other things like today we talk about the different approaches from AI governance, like from top down or from bottom up. One thing is challenging is because technology development always way beyond the tech policy or regulation can catch. So the policy can always, regulations will always lag behind. So how do you deal with that? So today's large discussion we talk about here is industry-specific guidelines, which can be much faster than across the board of regulations, or everyone has to agree on certain issues. So there are ways I think can get started right away, which will help the whole industry development. Today, I feel very optimistic and excited, and today I think also feel what's the word? Stimulated. So what's interesting about today's event is we have people from very different backgrounds. We have people come from the government, people come from academic area. We have people come from venture capital, people come from startups, people come from large corporations. So with different perspective, when we come together, discuss the issue, then you get a very diverse input. So that makes the discussion very interesting. So it has been very productive day.